Hey guys, this is Mike with VM Reviews, and I wanted to actually make another video on the Samsung Galaxy S2 by Virgin Mobile. If y'all are subscribed to my channel, y'all know that I did a series of videos reviewing this phone, but now I want to show you guys that the Samsung Galaxy S2 by Virgin Mobile is actually you can actually upgrade this phone to the latest version of Android, which is Android Jelly Bean. And let me go to the About Device section right here and show you guys that this phone is already upgraded to Android 4.1.2 there. And you can see down there is the hardware version and the software version and the build number, etc. Now, normally to update phones and just phones in general to Jelly Bean, you would do over-the-air updates, which Samsung does, and most of the time you're supposed to go to that option, where it's a system update on the phone. But for whatever reason, on Virgin Mobile's network, it doesn't give you the update. But this phone is upgradable to Android Jelly Bean. I'm gonna leave a link below down there in the About section, so you guys can follow the steps if you have this phone to update this phone to Jelly Bean. And basically what it does, what the update does, besides updating the software, of course, it does update the Samsung stock UI, which is TouchWiz. As you guys can see here, this is the new lock screen. On the lock screen, you can actually add widgets, or not widgets, but shortcuts to apps, and you can actually change these to whatever you want on your app selection. So you can change that to like the phone and whatever else. But basically, these are just shortcuts. So all you have to do is just tap your finger right there and swipe it on the app, and of course it'll take you to whichever app you choose to go to. Here what I did was the shortcut to the camera, as you can see there, and so forth. If you want to go to your text messaging, let's say you get a text message, you can just click that and it'll take you straight to your text messages, and so forth. Here's what the new TouchWiz looks like. Basically, they changed the layout down here, so you can actually change the buttons down here now. Before, you wouldn't be able to change those buttons down there. Here you can of course add screens, change screens, and whatnot. On the drop down menu bar on top, as you can see there, the little time changes on top. But as you can see that the shortcut notification toggles here on top, they actually add the sync button up here. Or actually, you know what, they might have just added something else like the sound, I think. But basically, you can't change these from what I know, but they did add brightness, and you can change that to yeah, I guess just whatever, just by tapping that. And here's whatever notifications that you get down there. And of course, as you can see, this is the Virgin Mobile version. Just so you guys don't, if you all don't believe me, this is the Virgin Mobile version. And for whatever reason, this phone just seems to run a lot smoother on the new TouchWiz and on the updated UI or software, which is Jelly Bean Android 4.1.2. It's not the latest version of Android. I know the latest version is Android 4.2.2, but most devices don't even have that. Only Google Nexus devices and tablets get the latest and greatest of the Android upgrade. But since this is a Samsung device, you know, it comes like that. Of course, here you have your apps, right? And in the app section, what I think is cool about it is it's going to show you all the apps that it comes with, like up to there, and then whatever you download is going to show up at the end of your app list. So it doesn't go it does go in alphabetical order, but when all the apps that you download, it gives you the option to show them over here. And of course, it doesn't automatically go to your widgets like that. If you want to check your downloaded apps, just click that little button up there on your top right, and it'll show you all your downloaded apps. Click your widgets, it'll show you your widgets here, and it does add a few new features on the widgets, like the digital clock here, calendar, and just other little minor things that the old ice cream sandwich version of the Galaxy S2 didn't have. So little keen features. Like, let's go to the settings here, and I'll show you guys. Excuse the cough. Of course, you have your Wi-Fi, 4G, Bluetooth settings, your data usage, and here you can just change that. You can set a limit to your data usage. There is a thing called home screen mode, and basically if you're new to Android, it just gives you the option to either stay on basic or easy mode. And basically easy mode, it gives you the option to, I guess, just have easier shortcuts for people that are barely learning Androids. And basic mode is just the opposite. If you're already familiar with Android, then it gives you the option to customize the screen yourself. They do have this thing called blocking mode, and this actually came out with the Samsung Galaxy S3. It allows you to block certain messages like your phone calls, notifications, alarms, and you can disable LED light, etc. And I think that's actually a really good feature. I haven't tested that out on this phone because I don't really need to, but if you guys are in an important meeting, or if you are at school and you want to block phone calls, you can actually change that, from what I hear, to just certain people, or you can make exemptions as well. So that's pretty good. And if you're into that feature, you can do that. Of course, it's you got your sound display options as always, your storage, power saving options, which was already with the phone, your battery, application monitor, and then there's your application manager. There's your location services, and here's a lock screen portion, and you can actually change this to swipe, motion, and I haven't even checked that yet. Face unlock, so you can face unlock with this phone, pattern, PIN, and password. And I'll have to check out what that motion is. Let's see, screen lock options. You can actually change the shortcuts there as said. So like as said, you can change the shortcuts. Right now I have it set to my messaging, Gmail, Kick Messenger, and my camera app there. But yeah, basically the tutorial on how to do it in the link that I gave you below will show you how to do it. You have the option to update this phone via Keys Air, but for whatever reason I had a problem. I had a really big problem actually updating this phone with that app, and as you can see here, when you update it to Jelly Bean, it actually gets rid of that Keys Air software or application. So just keep that in mind, that this might delete or disable certain apps when you update. So try backing up any files, pictures that you have, phone numbers, contacts. And just wanted to show you guys that this phone is upgradable to Jelly Bean, and that this phone does run a lot smoother via Jelly Bean. So thanks for watching, guys. If you have any questions or comments, you can kick me at VM Reviews. And if you guys don't know what Kick is, it's an app that's over here, and excuse that, but basically, yeah, kick me at VM Reviews, and I will respond. I'm going to have this phone until about next week. I'm going to ship this phone back to Virgin Mobile because I'm pretty much done with the review. But like I said, this phone feels a lot smoother with the new TouchWiz and with Android 4.1.2 Jelly Bean. So as always, thanks for watching, and please subscribe.